Good morning. It is Friday, October 25th. And today I figured since we're at the end of the week, I'll go to the end of the Bible because I'm a person that likes to know the ending when I read a book. And I like to remind myself of what it says at the very end of the New Testament because that's the last things that God said. And so those things, I would think, the very last thing you have to say would be the most important. So let's see here. One of the things in chapter 22, uh, in verse 8, uh, the disciple John was doing this revelation, and he said he saw this angel to tell the angel that came to tell him things, and he fell down to worship him. And the angel said, "See that you do not do that, for I am a fellow servant and of your brethren the prophets and of those who keep the word of this book. Worship God." And that's a good reminder that we should not worship angels. We shouldn't worship anybody else except God. That is who we worship. That's one of the important points in the last chapter of the book. Then it says, don't seal the words yet because the time is coming, or the time is at hand. It says, he who is unjust, let him be unjust still. He who is filthy, let him be filthy still. He who is righteous, let him be righteous still. He who is holy, let him be holy still. What I take that to mean is that just the way we are, we're not going to get a second chance. We're not going to get to, he's not going to say, okay, tomorrow I'm coming, so you better quick clean up your act. He is saying, just the way you are right now is what God is looking at. Whatever way you are, if you are righteous right now, then you'll be righteous and he'll come get you. And so, of course, it talks about Jesus says he's coming quickly and he's bringing his reward with him to give to everyone according to his work. So whatever you have done to serve God, whatever you have done, that's what you will get the reward for, depending. So it's kind of conditional there. And it says, blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, which means you'll live forever, and may enter through the gates into the city. But outside are dogs, sorcerers, and just sexually immoral, and murderers, and idolaters, and whoever loves and practices a lie. And so I looked up this where they said the dogs, and it says those are just people who do immoral things against God, just people kind of like scummy people, I guess you might call them. But anyway, those people are not getting in to the city of life, to the great new world or new city that God is creating for those of us who worship Jesus. And it says, let's see, whoever desires, let him take of this water of life freely. Come. I mean, it's a welcome, but at the same time, the very last thing it says, for I testify to everyone who hears the words of the prophecy of this book, if anyone adds to these things, God will add to him the plagues that are written in this book. And if anyone takes away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part from the book of life, from the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. So in other words, you don't want to pretend that you know what the Bible says. You want to make sure, if you're going to tell someone else about the Bible, make sure you know what you're talking about. Don't add to it. Don't take away something that you think shouldn't be in there. Just take it as it is and believe it, and you'll do all right. And if you don't know something, say, I don't know. I guess I have to look it up or ask someone more knowledgeable in the Bible than myself. And again, so he says he's coming quickly. So, yes, it's a welcome, and it's also making sure that you know for a fact what kind of lifestyle, what kind of person is going to make it to heaven. and to get your rewards and all of that. So it's not really difficult or complicated. It just says this is the way it is. Whatever you are is what you will be, and that's what we will decide on. Not what you're going to be tomorrow, not what you're going to be on your deathbed. Right now is the way that they're going to take you and decide how you will be judged. And Jesus is doing the judging, so you want to get to know him pretty good. All right. Well, you have a great day and a great weekend, and may you be blessed today.